Hello and what is up, guys? My name is Jager-M from SCREENCASTERS. I'm coaching now with the deck profile of my Harpies, so without further ado, let's get started. So yeah, I'm coming to you now with a deck profile of my Harpies. It's been a long time since I updated this deck to the channel. I love doing deck profiles. This is one of my favorite decks to play in terms of updating it to the, current lists and adding new text and stuff like that. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first three cards are pretty standard. We need 3 Harpie Channeler. It's an amazing card, along with the rest of the good Harpies, which is 3 Queen and 3 Harpist. In any Harpie deck, I feel like this is the ratios you should be going with. The 3-3-3 is doing perfectly. I've had no problems with it. It's really what brings the deck together, so yeah, pretty standard. For rest of the Harpies, 2 Harpie Lady 1. And 2 Harpie Dancer. Now, previously I was settled with 12 Harpies. 12 I felt like was the best number, but I added a second Dancer, and it really helps the inconsistencies that Harpies are known to have. You don't always have a discard target with Channeler, so it's nice to have like an extra Dancer to help with that. It's also an extra searchable card with your Harpist. Arguably, you can take it out for like a 3rd Harpie Lady 1 for more Egotist targets, but honestly, Dancer just proves their worth, especially with the field spell being so searchable. But yeah, this is pretty standard for the amount of Harpies that we run. Now, I am trying out a new engine. I hope you guys enjoy it. I took out some of the hand traps that added this, and it really helps the deck out in going first and second. And it is the Warrior engine, which is 3 Assault Halberd and 1 Goblinberg. One thing I like about the Warrior engine is that I am running Ultimate Providence. And the best part about it is that Halberd really helps making that live. The fact that he's special summonable, if you have no monsters your opponent does, and he does piercing damage as another copy of himself, which is easy to discard with your Providence to stop monster effects. It's just really nice, and Goblinberg has some really good synergy. And one thing I've found out in Harpie is that it really does suck if your Harpie Channeler gets Breakthrough skilled, so it's nice to be able to special summon the Assault Halberd, let that go through the normal summon your Goblinberg into your Channeler discard to another Harpie. You get 2 free level 4 XYZs with that, which is pretty good. All these are searchable with Rhoda, and these guys search out each other, so it really helps out. So that's it for the monsters. It's a really nice engine. If you've not tried it, I highly recommend the Warrior engine. It could really save you in a tight pinch. It helps keeps up that free advantage that Harpies are known for. That's it for the monsters. On to the spells. 3 Hysteric Sign and 1 Egotist. I still believe in the 1 Egotist. Being able to special summon a free Harpie from deck with this being searchable, just really nice. I really do like it. And the best part, since we do run a decent amount of discard cards now, Hysteric Sign is basically kicks off a little bit more than often. So if you discard this with like your Wing Blast, or discard it with your Providence to stop Raigeki, because apparently that's a really big thing. When you have your first turn Rafflesia, one thing people tend to do is Raigeki the damn thing. So it's really nice to have the Ultimate Providence and discard Hysteric Sign to stop any spell cards. So it has a nice synergy with the deck, so there's that. Still only 2 Hunting Ground. I was thinking about 3, but 2 just does the job for you. 2 Instant Fusion. You could argue that, hey, only Instant Fusion target that really matters is Norden, but I am running a Dark Fire Dragon to help with that. So you can actually resolve 2, and getting to free level 4 is actually pretty good, so you can save your Norden. You can bait them out with the Dark Fire, and then normal summon something and get over it. That's pretty nice. And then the 1 Reinforce with the Army to get into your Goblinberg, into your Heroic Challenger Halberd, and get your free play starts. That's it for the spells. A pretty decent spell lineup. On for the traps. 2 Finishing Wind Blast. And 2 Ultimate Providence. I freaking love this card. I don't know why people don't play in Harpies. You can discard your Hysteric Sign to stop any spell, discard your Breakthrough skills to stop any trap, and you can also discard your free monsters that you get from Harpist or Halberd with this to stop any monster effects. So it's pretty nice. It being a counter trap really helps. One thing I was considering was guiding Ariadne into this deck, so you can activate this for free, so you can max that on these and a few more counter traps like Solemn cards. But in testing, Ariadne didn't really help as much as I wanted to. It was more of a pendulum build I was going with, and the fact that you could pop her with your field spell helps to search out your Solemn cards. But it just wasn't consistent. It didn't do what I wanted it to do, so guiding Ariadne was cut, so, that's pretty good. I was thinking about 2 anti-spell, but I only own 1 copy, so the Vanity is going to tune out for the second anti-spell. If you got a second anti-spell, take out the Vanities. If you don't, just put the Vanities. It's simple. But this card is really good for comboing with your field spell. 2 breakthrough skill, it's a very good card. I don't know what more to say about it. You can discard it with your Providence to stop any trap card. It's nice. It helps. You can also discard this with your breakthrough skill to stop the breakthrough skill on your Chandler, which is pretty good. I actually really do like Providence in this deck. So that's it for the 2-ofs. Now for the 1-ofs, 1 Storming. I was thinking about 2, but 1 just does better. This deck is pretty tight for room, so just 1 is doing the job in. And having 1 actual battle trap isn't bad at all. Bottomless, time space for your Rafflesia targets, pretty standard. 1 Hysteric Party. It really does pain me to play only 1 Hysteric Party because I love this card. I still believe that this card at 3 is just the best thing for you. But it's been so many times when I drew into this in playtesting, or in my test hands video, which I'll link down below, that opening up with this is just terrible. Even if you have this, the Harpie Queen to discard for this, it's just suboptimal, you know? I mean, you could discard your Hysteric Sign, theoretically get some pluses off it, but opening up with this is just so bad, and when it's dead, it just really hurts you. So I feel like 1 is good for consistency, 2 is overall better if you want to actually resolve the card more, but 1 is so you don't see it too often, so I put a lot of thought into this. I really want to play this at 3, but honestly, 1 is just better, sadly. 1 Solemn Warning, and 1 Torrential Tribute rounding out the traps. I don't really know much more to say. You could put Solemn Strikes if you had the money for it, but honestly, I try to keep this deck a little bit more budget, so hope you guys like the main deck on for the extra deck. 2 Lightning Chidori, you make 2 very often, especially the first one gets freaking solemn. You could Emerald it back, and then just summon the second one or something like that. It's just a really nice card. You can spam it. It's a very good card. 1 Rafflesia, 1 Cowboy, 1 Dweller. Very standard cards. I still like the Cowboy. Some people have been cutting them. Honestly, you can cut them for a giant hand if you feel the need for it. But honestly, I feel like Rafflesia does a little bit more than hand does. I mean, it's a better card overall. It's got a tighter defense, and it's more useful in more situations. So there's that. Dweller is probably one of the best cards in the extra deck. I might put this at 2, especially with the Norden stuff. But I do like the card. It's very good. 1 Emerald because I love my sexy Orica. Emerald, it's an amazing card. Just recycling back. This is actually one of the few cards I go into the most, almost every single game, especially long games. Cycling back your Harpies and Chandlers to rebuse your searching is actually very powerful. 1 Diamond Direwolf because in this deck you don't have to pop himself. You can pop a dead Castel that you already used materials for previously. You can pop like your Harpist or Chandler that's already on field, which is a very good card. 1 Castel, the best spot removal in the game. I might actually run 2 of him because he's actually really good and has synergy being a winged beast. And a win, so he gains a plus from Harpist, Harpie Lady 1 and the field spell. 1 Xerify because you can make it very easily. Good skill drain. 1 Pet Phantasmal. I'm thinking about running more 3 Material rank 4s, but the extra deck is pretty tight, so Phantasmal gets the job done anyway. 1 Karagorgan because targeting sucks. Yeah. And the Utopia combo. What more to say? It's the best. It's the most standard play in any rank 4 deck to make lightning, so that's pretty good. And for the last of the extra deck, just 2 instant fusion targets, your 1 Dark Fire Dragon, and the 1 Norden because of that 1, and you want to make your instant fusion always live. So yeah guys, that was the Harpie Lady deck profile. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have not tried the Warrior Engine, I highly recommend it. It helps keep you advantage, helps keep you up pace with the game. Helps with your discard cards like Hysteric Party, Providence, Wing Blast, and so forth. Not much to say about it. The Warrior Engine really helps. So if you haven't tried it, I highly recommend it. Harpies in general is a really fun deck. I feel like mixing it with Warriors really helps it. So yeah, I hope you guys like the deck profile. Please comment down below. I'd love to see it. Any tech cards I should try out. Any things you have questions about the ratio and stuff, please comment down below. I'd love to hear from you guys. So yeah, I hope you guys like the deck profile. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and see you in the next video. See you guys!
Hurry up! Give me my subs!